Here's the picture of what I thought I was buying, and here's this garbage bag with sleeves that showed up in my mailbox.
Oh, how many times have I ordered something and they come to the office and everyone makes fun of me?
Oh, all the time.
Oh. Welcome back to Under Oath. All right, we got a question today. Everyone, if you wanna send us a question, send it to jeff@whenyouneedus.com.
McDonald's and Burger King are being sued for making their burgers look bigger in ads than they actually are.
That's kind of like when I sent a pic.
Plaintiffs call it false advertising, while the angle and how close it is to the camera, all places. While companies argue no one expects food to look exactly like the commercials. Should companies be legally required to make ads match reality, or is this just part of marketing? Should companies? So this is is a philosophical question.
No, it's not. It's ethical.
Companies.
It's ethical. It's legally. If I'm buying something based on something you show me, like if I was buying a car and you sent this thing and you showed it to me and it was like, wow, this is amazing, and I show up and it's a rust bucket.
Yeah, that's actionable.
Is it false advertising?
That's bait and switch.
Or is it puffering?
Bait and switch.
Puffering. Now, puffering, for those who don't know, puffering has been determined by courts all over the country when an advertisement isn't clear. When they say, oh, this is the best hamburger you'll ever eat. Okay.
That's not actionable.
Not actionable.
Because it's puffery.
It's puffering.
But bait and switch is actionable. Hey, come on down this Saturday from 9 to 10. We've got a huge selection of these cars.
These cars are selling for $200.
Yeah. And you get there and
one. Well, we sold that one already.
Yeah, we sold that one actually before we even opened today. But here's this other car I can show you.
Yeah.
So, yeah. One is you deceive people onto your property so that you have an opportunity to sell them something that they didn't come there to buy.
The foot long from Subway wasn't actually
wasn't 12 inches.
Wasn't 12 inches.
Did they break out a measure?
It's like 11.
Like 11 and 3/8.
That's what the guy was arguing. And this wasn't me. I didn't measure. Trust me. Well, Jeff, you don't do this. Shut up. I didn't do it. This is a case that was actually filed. The guy says it's not a foot long. It's less than 12 inches.
I got lured onto the property. Shape. I would not have put. That looks like about 18 inches to me. I don't know what you're talking about.
God, got to get some LASIK. But yeah, no, when it comes down to something like that, first off, the burgers they show you, a lot of times they're not burgers. A lot of times they're made of something else. The mayonnaise is mayonnaise, it's glue. You know, there's so many things used because the lights would burn your average burger out. Yeah. So they do all these, that food is not edible. You can't eat the burger in all the pictures they show, no matter what picture it is, it's never the actual burger.
I agree.
And it's silly, but I agree.
So should they be forced to use the actual burger and the actual mayonnaise?
Oh, you don't want to see that.
You know what? There might be a small argument. If I took a burger and I put it on a scale, I'm like,
if I lied about the weight by ridiculous
look how heavy this burger is. Come on down by Jeff's Big Burgers. They're heavy. They're 2-pound burgers.
There's a disclaimer. Weighed before cooking. Weighed before cooking.
Weighed before cooking when I was standing on the scale holding the burger.
With my finger. You have to expect certain things. But direct deceit is a whole different concept. I mean, the idea of just being outwardly lied to about things and going, all right,
So the difference in like, what's that knockoff website where you order?
Temu?
Is it, because you see these all the time on social media. What you were expecting from Temu versus what you got from Temu. Here's the picture.
You paid $3.
Here's the picture of what I thought I was buying, and here's this garbage bag with sleeves that showed up in my mailbox.
Oh, how many times have I ordered something and they come to the office and everyone makes fun of me?
Oh, all the time.
Oh, I get burned all the time by it because I'm wow, that looks really cool. Dumbass.
When it's that bad.
I think when you're intentionally deceived, for example, when you order an iPad and it's not an iPad, let's say it's a Fire tablet.
It's a Q pad.
That's a Q or something else like that. I mean, that's fraud. And people don't get the difference between fraud and something else, but there is always a lawsuit. There's always some attorney willing to take a case like this.
What makes it different in food versus a product? or a tangible product that doesn't decay.
I don't think there's any difference between, unless it gets you sick, unless they're promising, for example.
Well, because if I'm showing you this big giant burger and I say it's a quarter pounder, it's a quarter pounder. I'm selling a quarter pounder, but I'm actually showing a full pound burger on the advertisement. Hey, come buy this juicy quarter pounder. The meat's thick, and I'm holding it up to the camera, and people are like, wow, what a great price for a quarter pounder. I keep saying quarter pounder. I'm not lying. I'm saying come down and buy my quarter pounders that I'm selling, but I'm holding up like a 2-pound burger to entice people in to come in and buying these burgers.
That's a tough call because, what if the burger is never the burger you're eating when they show it?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. I mean, I'm not going to
bring it. It should be of the type.
There's another Subway thing, the tuna. When they go, there's no tuna. You call it tuna. But we've tested the DNA, and the tuna is almost non-existent.
Oh, is it some other kind of fish?
I don't know. Supposedly it's like not a lot of tuna. It's not a lot of tuna.
Hopefully it's some kind of fish and not a cat.
I got a feeling if we had enough cats were getting killed to take care of all the tuna in every Subway, we'd have found out earlier.
Yeah, maybe.
But I mean, the point is that if I order a tuna and there's no tuna in it, or the percentage was like 10% tuna, 90%, let's say,
whale fat.
Well, do you know that imitation crab? No crab. They even say it in the name. It's imitation.
Yeah, I know imitation crab. It's in the name.
A lot of times it's Alaskan kingfish, and they cut it down into a paste, and then they actually like paint a red line across it. I've seen it get cut and everything else like that, and it looks like crab.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
It tastes good too.
It tastes good.
If you think it's crab and you start eating it,
I lie to myself. But yeah. So what do we do? Lawsuit or not lawsuit?
No, you got to protect people's ability to advertise and puffery a little bit, and even to the point where, yeah, maybe you let some stuff slide because you don't want to impinge the puffery aspect of it. So maybe you let it slide that I'm holding up a much bigger burger than what I'm actually saying, as long as I'm not saying that you're getting more than what you're paying for.
Okay.
If I'm saying quarter pounder, it's a quarter pounder when you get here, you can't be that mad at me because I held up a 3-pound burger in front of the TV.